Welcome to Port Barry Coaches Show. It's kind of been a while since we met. We had a rough couple games, some crazy games. Got a Thursday game moved to a Saturday, plus the OC game, and we had a homecoming, so our schedules weren't able to meet. So, but we back at it. So let's talk a little bit about the Beauchamp game. That was kind of a crazy one. First of all, it was a Thursday night game. Ended up getting rain delayed, lightning delayed. Ended up having to come back play on Saturday. Wasn't our best performance. Definitely could have played a lot better. But I mean, what did you take away? Because obviously you made some adjustments from that game.
The biggest thing was, we have to learn as a team how to respond to success. I thought from the scrimmage against Oberlin to the Jamboree against North Central to week one against Livonia, we handled success well. We were victorious for the most part in all three of those games. Look, I never want to sit here and say like the kids kind of got big heads, and because I don't think that was the case. I just think their focus wasn't on the task at hand on Saturday.
It definitely came out flat, and I mean, there was a number of reasons. I mean, you get ready for a game, it gets canceled, you get it moved to a Saturday. I mean, it was just a lot going into that, and I mean, going into OC, getting ready for OC. Lightning starts, weather again. We get ready to think we're going to another one. That game just wasn't meant. I mean, we had some shining moments, but for the most part, we just couldn't get it together going into that. But
and it's big. The OC game. I don't think the score reflected how well we did in some aspects. We moved the ball, and that was kind of the story of the game. We played in front. We played ahead of the chains. We played ahead of the sticks. First down, 4 yards. Second down, 4 yards. We got in third and short situations, and we moved backwards.
Yeah.
We'd fumble a snap. We'd miss a blocking assignment. So I mean, there were some good positive things. We just couldn't string a series of 8 to 10 plays together. And defensively, look, I mean, OC played a tremendous game offensively.
Yeah.
Mark Collins is.
He's
a Division I athlete for a reason. We helped him out a little bit, made him look. We definitely gonna be on his highlight tape a good bit.
And then moving to the next week, homecoming. A rough week to begin with because of all the homecoming activities, but managed to get a good victory.
Yeah.
Strong. I mean, the score was lopsided, but the kids went out there and everything that you asked them to do, they did. They executed when they needed to execute. It was a good game. What were your takeaways from that, and what you looking to build towards next?
Well, look, I've been pretty vocal about how I feel about homecoming.
Yeah.
No, look, it's a stressful time because I think every coach will agree. It's one of those weeks where we wanted the kids to have fun, and I stress that to them all the time. Like, I want you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy it. It's an experience. It is a once in a lifetime kind of experience, especially for the seniors. But at the end of the day, we had a job to do. We have to win the game. And, sitting in the coach's chair, I know if we'd have lost that game, it wouldn't have been homecoming's fault. It would have been mine. And I'd have taken it on the chin just like I did the last two. But, no, and for the most part, our practices were a little up and down. I thought we had a great practice on Tuesday. I thought we kind of took a step backwards on Wednesday, but we came back fired up on Thursday to finish it off. And like you said, we did make mistakes. We put the ball on the ground a little bit more than I wanted. We missed a couple coverage assignments, but 40-8. I think we left about 24 points on the board.
Yep. We've been talking about the players of the week in Beauchamp. A lot of that. Colin Desautels was a player of the week, but the big thing about that is coaches took an evaluation of that kid and said, you know what, he's probably going to be better at this position, and you moved him. And he came out and he had a great game, and he really did a fumble recovery, a couple rushes on the quarterback. I think he got like 2 sacks, maybe, or 3.
Three or 4. Yeah. He was in the backfield all night.
He was in the backfield all night causing havoc. But, and then that was something that, they moved him to a new position, first game at a new position, and he did good. OC was Adam Barron. He came up with 2 interceptions. And then going into the Mamu week, same thing. Coaches evaluated a player and said, hey, he may be better on defense. Moved Colton Simmons to defense, and he had an outstanding game. He had 11 tackles. 6 tackles, 5
5
sacks,
sacks,
and then a
and he had another
tackle for loss. Yeah. So congratulations to those guys. We also had cheerleaders of the week. Carly was the cheerleader of the week for Beauchamp, and Gabby was the cheerleader of the week for OC.
Yeah.
And your favorite cheerleader for Mamu game,
If Jenna's watching, I'm sorry.
but Ansley was the cheerleader of the week. And we took a picture, me and you, of you and Ansley before the game. So now we're going to take a picture every game. 'Cause, hey, as long as you win it, we're going to do it, all right?
Well, I hope, look, Miss Kim asked for it, so
Yep,
you know,
that's
she
it.
got her picture.
Yep. So moving in, coming up, we got Northwest coming up. On tape, they look pretty good. Record, they look pretty good. I mean, what are your expectations going into that game? What are you hoping to?
I mean, look, I told the kids on Monday, you know, this is one of the few times I've been here that I really like our matchup with them. I think we're good in some areas that we can maybe take advantage of. Man, that their front, their offensive line, defensive line. I mean, it looks like I'm watching a college film. I mean, they got big bodies. They're well coached. You know, they're impressive to watch on both sides. I mean, they play good technique. They're tough to move. They're not your typical, you know, big lazy high school linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, they come off the ball. I think one of their defensive ends already has a Division I offer.
Yeah, I think.
So I mean, it's gonna be tough. But if we can at least stalemate at the line of scrimmage, I like our chances. I think we're getting healthier in the skill positions. You know, Tiny's still kind of a day-to-day thing. Tyler's is getting better every day. Cade's getting better every day. I mean, their connection, you know, it showed up last week. I mean, they're really starting to gel well together. Logan Valance starting to have some good, tough runs. Bravion Pickney has stepped up tremendously. I mean, Bravion's averaging almost 8 yards a carry since he's had to take over for Tyler. So, like I said, I like our chances defensively. I think they have the bigger task. Look, I have a lot of respect for Coach Edwards. First off, I think he does a great job with what he's got. You know, he's always had a winning program over there, and they have a running back that's like, I mean, it's like the recreation of Jerome Bettis. I mean, the kid will run over you, he'll run around you, he'll run through you. I mean, he's a load. I mean, we're gonna have to, you know, the whole focus the last couple of days has been rallying through the football, 11 hats on the ball.
Wrapping up, yeah.
Not many. There's not many guys on our defense that can tackle him one-on-one.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's gonna be Friday night at 7, and then the following week, still on another away game, or we back home. So we don't want to be back home for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're back. We're going to Church Point next week, and then we're back home for Ville Platte. I mean, I kind of joke. We have 2 home games left this year. We got Ville Platte, we got Pine Prairie. I think we have a good opportunity to kind of protect our house and you know, finish off. You know, these next 2 home games are definitely, you know, there'll be challenges, but they'll be winnable games.
Right.
That, you know, if we prepare, I think on paper we may actually be a little better, a little more seasoned, got a little more depth. But our 3 road games, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's gonna be some tough ones.
Iota, Church Point, you know, I mean, that's where we all want to strive to be.
Yes.
Is, you know, mentioned in the same sentence as those guys.
Right.
And you know, like I said, we got to put forth good efforts to get there. So.
All right. Well, hope for y'all come out Friday night at Northwest, watch this play, and we're gonna see y'all next week. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.